bloody bitch! How could you do this nuisance? Aren't you ashamed to do this to a married man? She couldn't process his words and her brain took a minute to answer him. Kyra, with teary eyes, what? Married? What are you saying, They? Yes, I'm married. I'm married to my wife, Kim Woyen. No, you are lying. You are trying to fool me. I won't believe you. Somewhat, she managed to say in between her sobs. He got frustrated and took his mobile from his pants pocket and showed his wedding pic to her. After seeing that, her heart was broken into millions of pieces. She saw the pic with glossy eyes in which you and They exchanged your rings in your wedding. She couldn't say anything. She was feeling guilty for what she had done. She loved him truly and tried to make him hers. But she was not that cruel to make someone else's husband as hers. I'm sorry, They. Please forgive me. Even without taking a glance at her, he rushed from there. Time skips. He was driving the car at full speed. He can't bear the sensation inside him and reaches his house as soon as possible. YNPOV. You drifted into sleep unknowingly while waiting for him. Your sleep was disturbed by something and you stood from the bed and came downstairs. The next thing you saw made your world stop. You rushed to him, who was sitting on the sofa with messy hair, a loosely hanging tie that covered his revealing manly chest, which was forgotten by the first 3 buttons to hide. You saw him in total mess. You kneeled to his level and asked, Hey? He just tilted his head and made eye contact with you for a few seconds and remained back to his previous position. You gulped after seeing his reddish dark eyes with tears and you somehow managed to deliver the words. What happened to you? Why are you sitting like this, They? Nothing. Just tell me, Tehang. He remained silent. That made her patience to gone away. I'm asking you, what the hell has happened to you, They? He stood from the couch instantly and that made her step back. It's none of your business. Just go. Leave me alone. She was tender since it was her first time seeing him shouting at her. Please, just go. Saying that, he pushed her but she knocked out his hand. Tehang, don't be so stubborn. Tell me. I will help you. You can't win. I'm telling you now. Please go. Don't make me repeat my words. He managed to say the sentence calmly without harming her by his words. But she is not ready to leave this. She asked him again and again. That made him angry. He forcefully pinned her on the wall and kissed her roughly. She didn't expect this from him. She tried to release her from his grip, but after all he made his grip more tighter on her. Eventually she escaped from his grip and pushed him with all her strength. Are you crazy? Do you know what you did? What happened to you, Tehang? She said while panting heavily. I need you. I badly need you. I can't bear this anymore. He went close to her and held the shocked Wayan's shoulder. Can you do it for me? Tell me, can you? No, right? Then just leave me. Spitting those words in all cruelly and went upstairs, leaving the shocked Wayan in confusion. After settling the battle in her mind, she went upstairs with the conclusion. In bedroom. Tehang was sitting on the bed with a tired face while grasping his hair in one hand and a strong fist which was placed in his thigh. He could feel her presence near the room door and said, Please, Wayan, just leave before I do anything to you. I don't want to regret it in future. He tilted his head to see her coming towards him. She sat on his lap and wrapped her hands around his neck. He tried to push her, but she tightened her grip around his shirt collar. Wayan, what? Shh. She placed a soft kiss on his forehead and don't open your mouth. She placed her index finger on his lips softly and continued speaking, other than kissing. She started kissing him all over his face. Wayan, yes, Mr. Dehan. What are you doing? Can't you see? I'm kissing my husband, she said while kissing him. I'm telling you, Wayan, I can't control myself. Get up from me. Who told you control yourself? Do whatever you want. She cupped his face and looked into his eyes. Say, you are mine and I'm yours. Make me yours. Saying that, she kissed his cherry lips passionately. He can't control himself, not at all. He rolled around and hovered over her. He pinned her hands above her head and he kissed her roughly. His lips started playing on her cotton soft skin. After torturing her with his sweet assaults, he stopped and tilted his head to see her eyes. Her eyes met his eyes and she could feel what his eyes wanted to ask her. I love you. He got what he wanted from her. Those words gave permission to him. The lights were turned off, but the moonlight brightened their beautiful love story. The beautiful love story begins in the middle of the night.